three or four environments. Palestine, what I just heard this morning, there's sewage running. And this has been an open air prison since the last invasion, where we'll bomb you, kill you, and you can't rebuild nothing because we don't want you bringing in cement. They smuggle some cement from Egypt, but they say you'll build bunkers with cement. They're telling you you can't. Building over there is different. It's like building on this coast. You see a lot of bricks out there, everywhere, right? You don't see that in California because bricks don't give. Okay, so all the houses out there, most of them, they might have a little brick front, but they don't build brick houses because bricks don't give. You know what I mean? They have earthquakes there. So this timber, if it's a shaking, no matter how, you got it screwed tight together, it'll, but it won't fall down. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean it'd have to be a real shaking for you to knock down a wooden structure. But a brick structure, you saw them that happen either with hurricanes, with these serious wind. Bricks are immovable and they just collapse. Okay, but anyway, so we have some recommendations about the Islamic Republic, about this recommendations for Iran. So, how could we produce a government of national unity out of this? Because evidently, this is a long-range election where we don't want any surprises. Maybe that's, I'm not saying that's what they did. But, see, like the Rahbar was a president before, when he became the Rahbar. And Rafsanjani even lied. He said, I heard Imam Khomeini say that Ali Khamenei would have been, somebody good. So the Masjid said, okay, we'll take him. Rafsanjani and the Rahbar was friends all that time, both young guys for the revolution and everything. And Rafsanjani thought he would manipulate the Rahbar. You know what I mean? He's figured it, very good friends, and I know how he moves. I'll be able to, to kind of. Now, Rafsanjani was the speaker of the Majlis at that time. And he had big, he was Imam Juma all the time. He had big stuff. But when the Rahbar became the Rahbar, he had his own agenda. And the further he went along in it, the less, what's his name, had, And I understand these politics and who everybody is associated with. All of the, it was Rafsanjani and it was a straight line. That was the foreign ministries. That was all of those neoliberals, the guys running around now. They was all with him. Over there, in 1990, you remember that lecture where I showed you that I went to New York and I gave the talk on the sewer? That was 1990. That was the same time that certain people were getting the feeling of, they're working in a sewer and you could smell them. That means you could see who they are now. They hid before. They used a lot of stuff to break the smells. they kept it quiet. But now the Imam is dead. And I haven't been up to New York since that lecture to give a lecture. That was in 1990. And I said, I didn't call that person by name, but it was clear who I was talking about. Now, half the people was on my side because that was the days before many of the revolutionaries was finishing up their education. They was going back home. Like there's the other crew stayed here. Same time, I told a friend of mine who used to pick me up at the airport and I'd stay at his house. He's the foreign minister now. In '86, when I was driving the little car I had, the back wheel came off. I was going to see the chief. I remember it perfectly well. So when I hit the brake and stopped, I saw my back wheel go. I said, the car didn't make it wasn't a light car, a Fiat, like station wagon. So I looked and I saw my wheel going. I said, I'll be doggone, that looks like my wheel. So anyway, I just stopped, put the wheel back on, took one lug off each one of the others, and put 3 lugs on, it had 3 on all the rest. That's plenty to hold a little car like that. So anyway, the foreign minister now was a big shot up in New York. And we was talking, he said, man, he had one of them big Chevys, a big 1980 Chevy, like, how big they was. And the back wheel came off. The first thing he started talking about was, it would be normal what he was saying. Man, my kids, my this, my that, And when it happened to me, I didn't think like that. I just thought the wheel come off and the white man did it, and so that's it. No big deal. What other guys, big shots down there? One of the first things he told me is we was talking one time, my family, my this, my that, and I said, I was thinking to myself, you can't be doing this and the first thing you talk about is your family. Because whatever you talk about first, that's the first thing they're going to hit. You know what I mean? What is he really attached to? And you got to let them know that ain't going to work with me. Now, I'm going to skip. I've been very, very, very fortunate. Super fortunate. Number one, about that time in '86, I told my sons, I said, hey, man, it was the same time when they stole a lot of my papers and everything. And I told them, we could call them anytime. I said, there's nothing, you guys go out, you get around and da-da-da-da-da, and, what I told them was, I said, you have to be just like me, which that means you have to use super discipline. And I know that's impossible for them because they know you don't have that as a teenager. You don't have it. And so what I knew was they're going to have access to them. And from that period on, they picked them up, put them in jail. One time they say I had a weapon at the Masjid, and somebody said they got your son down on 96. They had a spot. So I zipped down there, and when I got there, there was a snitch in the Masjid with me, toll-free called him, said he's coming. So by the time, it's only a few blocks away, by the time I get there, the police and jam my son in the car, and they speeding away up the hill, and they gone. So I gave a khutbah maybe 10, 12 years ago, around 2008-ish. Yeah, that would be that, yeah. I said, because my sons would show me all their photo albums. I think I told y'all about this. What had happened? They said, Dad, both my sons, everybody is dead. So I asked my oldest son, you remember when I took y'all to Angel Island and that little guy for your 6th grade graduation, the little guy that had the long natural that was turning flips, you know where kids can stand flat and turn a flip, and I caught a picture of one of his friends doing that. He said, yeah, they're gone, all of them is gone. Then I realized what the government had did, and I gave khutbah on this, somewhere you could hear it. I spoke about it twice. I said, they didn't take your life, they saved your life. The government, by putting my son, will keep away from me. Because remember, all the time, 83, 84, when we're at the Masjid, they're living at the Masjid with me. So we're collaborating all the time, and they got everything I'm seeing, they're seeing. And we're just no specific meetings to collaborate on the stuff. We just talk about it. Oh, it happened to come up, and one of the guys come to stay with us from up in Colorado. He said, yeah, Dad, that guy act like a B-word personality, you know, when he make his move. I said, yeah. So you're right about that. They was right. So what they did was they saved their life. And I mean, they polluted them, but they was already headed in, they was semi-polluted already, you know. In other words, the only time they would really get heavily in Islam, I would stuff them in the car and we'd be on the road for about a month. We'd listen to all kind of tapes and they'd come back souped up. And 1 week back in Oakland, it's all gone. That's the way it was, you know, because see, they didn't want to be Muslims. They wanted me. When I came out of prison, they was pushing me. Yeah, Dad, when I'd be around some of my friends, and I might drive their car here and there, I'm still in the halfway house. It'd be one of them big old brohams. They like that. Yeah, you got to get back in this, Dad. I said, man, don't you see we don't want no religion, because see, before, when I was with the chief, and I'd get them up for Fajr, and we had our house had a nice picture window where you could see, well, there's San Francisco's in Oakland Hills. This is nice. And I would say stuff like, just imagine how thankful we are to be alive, and this, that, and other. And they didn't like that at all. They didn't like it at all. And they would try to go back to sleep. And when they go to school, they'd be in the class sleeping. And the teacher asks them, why are you sleeping? My dad got me up this morning to pray. So, and they didn't go back to sleep. So now I'm trying to get my sleep here in class. So anyway, they wanted me to be like what everybody talked about in the neighborhood. You know, like what did it was them pictures, a box of pictures. They saw all the pictures and they would look at them. When they get depressed, they'd pull them pictures out. Man, look at here. You know, look at here, look at here, look at here. So that's what they wanted me to come out and keep doing that. And my oldest son remembers those days. All the businesses, and you know how everybody treated us, and hey man, they was sold on it. You know, In other words, because he had a few years of it and he liked it. Well, everybody would like it. You know what I mean? At that age, young, they liked that. Big cars, popularity, everybody, So the last thing they wanted me to do was come out a preacher. Oh man, God, dog, Dad. I said, no, I'm sorry. I said, this Shahada stuff is serious. And y'all gonna have to go along with it. Your mama don't have to go along. Y'all gonna have to, cause save yourselves and stone. You'll be in bad shape there, brothers. Y'all keep messing around like you're doing. So anyway, the point is that